Wagwan peeps. I'm listening to some Afro beats right now. I highly recommend listening to Legalized by Mr. Yeezy. Eazi is how you spell that with a Mr. right before that. Great song, great way to just chill yourself out and enjoy the day, you know. But not today, because this is my fifth rant of the day. I wanted to talk about just a little bit about YouTube and the platform, and you guys might get really tired of me talking about it, and I probably am gonna get tired of hearing myself talk about it, because I'm someone. It's a bit of a weird perspective because I'm someone. Okay, I gotta turn off this Afro beat because it's really distracting me. I could actually lower it. I like the song. It's a weird perspective because I'm someone that is outside looking in. I don't have numbers. I don't have anything. I'm basically zero. I'm bottom of the list. And seeing the way things work from an outsider's perspective, kind of knocking on the door like, hey guys, can you let me in? That sounds really sad, but is interesting because I can learn the lessons, or I can take lessons from my favorite creators without making those mistakes myself yet. And what I mean by that is, for example, I want to talk about Cody Ko. I love Cody Ko. He's Canadian, that's one thing, but he also seems like a very chill, laid back person. And I actually know him personally too, so I know exactly what he's like. But his content and the work he produces needs to change. It needs to change because he is losing viewership. It's clear in his numbers, they're going down. He's not losing them fast, but he is losing them nonetheless. He's not keeping engagement, and he's not changing his style from what it was 4 years ago. That's bad. That is really bad. It peaked, I want to say 2 years ago is when it peaked, or maybe a year ago. And then ever since then, I think people have just kind of gotten stale of it. COVID's done. Nobody's really binging his, I don't want to say shit because it's rude, but his stuff anymore. And when I see it in my recommended, I'm not really motivated to click on it anymore. And I was wondering why that is. Why might that be the case? And I think it's just a case of adapt or die. My tastes in content has changed since then, much as I'm sure a lot of his audience has, and he just hasn't changed with it. He does react still. He still reacts to stuff. Sorry, my mouth is really dry. I'll be right back. I'm going to get water. Okay. Sorry about that. Won't happen again, I promise. Probably will, though. So, okay. What I think he's having a hard time with is just finding an avenue to change his content. Because, he mentioned it in one of his videos. He said, I know I'm well aware of this. I need to change it up and do something more high quality, put more effort into my work, because I'm just not happy making these videos anymore. Like, it's not motivating to me. I'm just doing them to basically pay his bills, is what he said. That's completely respectful because he's making a family. He wants, I think he mentions that in the video. He wants to start a family. He wants to have a foundation to make this change, and he does try things. He did say that he does try things, but they don't really stick too well. And I think that has to do with the fact that he hasn't made the right change for his audience yet. His audience is mostly like people my age. That is early 20s, maybe late teens, maybe even mid 20s. That's his audience. And he tried, there's one he did like a Candy Shack video. I don't know what it's called exactly, but basically he just goes to this restaurant and tries the sweetest thing they have on their menu, like the craziest dessert you could think of. That shit sucked. I'm not gonna lie. That shit was ass. Straight up, it was not a very good idea. and I don't think it was the right attempt. Not that any attempt's a bad attempt, but I don't think it was the right choice to make that type of content based on his audience. And I'll tell you what change I think he should have made later, but just because it was just so removed from what people like about him. People don't really have interest in seeing you eat a sweet dessert. Like, do you see where I'm getting at? It's just kind of a weird choice. I know it's something he might have been interested in doing or trying, which is completely fair, but it didn't stick. It didn't stick, and it wasn't going to stick, even from a conceptual idea. And because of that, he did like 2 or 3 episodes, then he just went back to reacting. And his reactions did well, of course, as they usually do. But yeah, there's been a decline. He used to get 1 million views within the day. Within the day, he would 100% hit 1 million views. Now it kind of takes a while for him to reach that 100 million threshold. So there is a noticeable difference. I'm sure. Okay, sorry. The song I'm listening to right now fucking sucks. Okay, just listen to fucking Morgan Wallen. Okay. I think it's because it wasn't the right change to make. I'll tell you, just from an outsider's perspective, looking in on his content, what people really care about is his connection with his fiance. Or his, fiance, I think. I don't remember what her name is, Kelly or something. But I see a lot of people really, a lot of the engagement comes from their dynamic. A lot of the external compilations made by people are about their dynamic and their relationship. So I don't understand why he wouldn't move towards a more vlogging based form of content. I think that is the appropriate change for him to make. And I don't know if he would want to do that. I don't know if that's his comfort zone. Maybe that's why he hasn't tried it. But it's weird that he hasn't given it a shot yet. I know his girlfriend or soon-to-be wife does make vlog type videos, but you don't really see much of them from what I watched a little bit of. So I think just content around the house would do perfectly fine. And then you have to think this in the long term, because not only would that be a much higher quality type of video from his reactions, which is very simple, sit down, shoot, and react. It's very minimal type of work. No offense, but the editor does do a lot of work. I will give credit where credit is due. But, he's got to put more effort into his side of things. You can't rely on the editor to just do the work. And he did do recently a video of him doing a marathon, ultra marathon or something. That was a great video, but I also still didn't really like it. It just, I think him and his editor are having a hard time changing their style to match the type of content they're trying to make. Because when I was watching that video, it still very much felt like a reaction video, the way it was edited and produced. A lot of the same styles of editing, and that could be his editor just sticking to that. He had some gold moments, I think. Like, there's some golden moments with the editing that I think hit the mark perfectly. But even with his reactions and his commentary, it didn't really dive into the storytelling things. It still felt like he was reacting to his own ultra marathon. It was so strange because I didn't get emotion from it. You know what I mean? I didn't feel a certain way about it. I just felt neutral. I felt so indifferent when I was watching it. I was like, okay, that's cool, I guess. But, like, show me your struggle. Show me the story beats. Show me everything. I want to see your raw. Yes, I understand you hated how brutal it was and it was gruesome, but I didn't get that from the way it was edited and shot. and the way you're reacting. Like, all the pieces kind of mismatched together. And it was still was a great video, I'm not going to lie, but it just wasn't done the way it could have been done to excel it to the next level. So I think that would have been that video was a great idea. I just don't think the execution was well done. But in regards to what I think he should do next, in my opinion, is vlog type videos. Something similar to the ultra marathon, but more life oriented instead of goal oriented. And you can still do goal oriented videos. Absolutely. This is extremely entertaining to watch those videos when they're done and when they're done very well, they are very good. Very good. But I just think if people love his dynamic so much with Kelsey, that's the name, that we don't really see it all that much, and we don't get to see the other side of it on besides the reacts. So I don't know, maybe you could showcase that more, and then in the future, thinking about how this could change in the future and adapt again. Look, he's 30 something years old, about to get married. He's gonna have a kid. You turn into a family channel, right? Like, that's the obvious step for me, or for me. No, am I thinking wrong here? I don't know. I could be wrong totally, but I think a lot of people would love to see their family dynamic once it comes. I don't know how comfortable he would be with doing that. I don't know if he would want to kind of exploit his future kid for a channel. But I think if he does it, he would probably do it the right way, which is make it more home video style instead of we had a baby ! And then just throwing the camera in front of their face and making that kid grow up with a lot of insecurities because of their online treatment and stuff like that. I think if you do something like that, you got to do it the right way. But I think that would be a fantastic step for someone like him. And that's pretty much what I want to cover with Cody Ko. He's like, I talked about Logan Paul in one of my other rants about how he's the master of adapting. I think Cody Ko is trying to adapt. But look, he made that ultra marathon video and then went right back to reacting to F-Boy Island. I don't understand. I don't know. Either way, the ultra marathon video has the least views out of his more recent videos, which sucks to see, but it's just, people want to see his react. He's kind of stuck himself in a niche he's pretty much stuck himself in a corner, which isn't too healthy for him. Yeah, basically, sorry. Logan Paul is the master of adapting. Ever changing, ever growing, keeping things fresh. Cody Ko, I think, has a pretty valuable lesson to learn from people like Logan Paul on YouTube. You got to adapt. You have to. Your content's not going to keep up with the test of times. You got to change it. You got to make things better or just different. And you got to keep moving, man. Like him, and I want to say someone else. I think even his business partner is a great example of what you could do to keep yourself disciplined not disciplined, but engaging to audience is Noel Miller. Noel Miller tries so many different types of videos. Now, he also has one series that's way more successful than his other stuff, which is his reacting subreddit type stuff, or like weird DMs type of thing. But it doesn't stop him from trying a lot of other stuff that still do very well. Like he's not pulling Cody Ko numbers, but he's in a comfortable spot where he's making content that he still enjoys, and he's having fun with it. He's trying different things, and he even went on a streak here. He even addressed it in the video. Yeah, I have to make a change. Yeah, he's seeking something more. regardless, I don't know what it is personally about me seeing their videos, but I'm just not engaged to click on them, which sucks because I do love them as a duo. I think they're extremely funny. Their podcast is hilarious, even though I don't really watch it, but they are awesome people and they're great, genuine people that I want to support. But I don't know. It's just not engaging for me at the moment until that change happens. And I just watched a little bit of them on Colin and Samir, which is a fantastic analytical type podcast. Where they are actually on it, so it was really cool. Oh my god, didn't pull numbers at all though. Oh, they're posting. Interesting. Or even someone like KSI is a great example. Like KSI is another master of adapting to the climate of social media. That man does not stick to one thing. He has on his second channel, does a lot of reacts, but he's very comfortable doing that because it fits into his schedule of making music, boxing, making sidemen content. Like, I don't know how the fuck that guy finds the time to even make anything else, but he does. He somehow does. So props to him, honestly. Well, yeah, sorry. It was getting kind of late. But, and then, yeah, so I think I've been kind of I don't want to say studying, but I've been keeping a close eye on Cody Ko to see the changes he might make to adapt to the ever-changing climate of YouTube. But sorry, I just read something. Just because I think it's gonna be an important lesson to learn what he does in the next coming little bit with his channel, and I honestly think the right step to make is do vlogs or something of the sorts. Just people want to see that dynamic. His most viewed videos is with his girlfriend, so why wouldn't you take that and showcase what that connection is like in your life, right? And that's the change I'm sure people would want to see. People love vlogs. People like seeing what people are up to, and they like making that connection with people and feeling a lot more as if they're kind of the one behind the camera recording them, right? That might sound weird, but that's kind of how it is. And then the other thing I kind of wanted to touch on is impersonating your influences. So this is something I see everywhere on YouTube and other apps as well. You can be inspired by someone and have great influence on your work from them. But, and there's a big but, if you are trying to mimic their exact work to find success, that will only take you so far. Now, how far that will take you, it depends on how big that person is that you're mimicking. You got the Mr. Beast Morgs guy copying Mr. Beast, and he's still very big, but people will always know him as the Mr. Beast clone, and you don't want to be that. The people that make it the furthest, I saw Gideon talk about this on Impulsive, is the people that make their own original stuff because they create the wave. And when you create the wave and other people ride it, you have control over the whole thing. You get the whole ride while everyone else gets your seconds. Everyone else gets the shorter waves or the less intense waves. I don't know. That's a fucking stupid analogy that I kind of made up. But you got to make your own wave. You can't ride it. You can't ride a wave. And yeah, you could have influences that are obvious. Like, I think if you watch my videos, you can see where my influences come from, most of the Logan Pauls, David Dobrik's, they have influence on the pace of my video. That specifically is clearly influenced on the work they produce, but is very much at the same time my own thing. And it's okay to start by copying someone. There's nothing wrong with that, I don't think. Yeah, you need to take that and create it into something of your own. For me specifically, I'm still in the very experimental stages of the videos I'm making. I think if you go back to my first video and even my most recent, which at the time of making this is my August, they're very different. They're very different styles. They have similar elements, but they're very, very different styles. And I'm still trying to figure out what I like the most, because I'm trying to find a formula that works, basically. I haven't found that yet necessarily, but there's also a lot of external factors. Like, one of the formulas that I've already made could be a golden one, but it just hasn't gotten exposure yet for people to test, or for like a stress test, basically. So I don't really know. It's hard for me to judge what works right now. So really what I'm doing is just making something I would enjoy watching, or something I could keep myself engaged with. And I think my first two videos got kind of boring for me. I lost my own engagement. So that for me is basically what I'm going off of. But I've done my research on Logan Paul and David Dobrik. I've broken down videos of theirs to see how they keep their pace, how they keep their engagement, what makes it so entertaining. And while I can't do some of the ideas they have, like, they have a lot more produced segments in their videos, like skits and stuff like that with their friends. My friends aren't really willing to do that. I'm sure they'd be down if I really break their balls about it, but with school starting now, I'm not gonna have the time to do that. So I gotta rely on myself a lot more to make things entertaining. And I'm not very good at skits, to be honest. I kind of cringe whenever I try and do one, and whenever I have one in mind that I think would be funny, it doesn't really turn out funny when I produce. So my stuff has less produced elements, in the sense that there's less skits or scripted moments, and it's more so just straight up me in the moment, whatever I'm deciding to do. And that's not to say I don't go into a video idea with like what I'm expecting from the video and a plot point standard, or a standard of plot point. Like my video I have coming up about what I do in a day kind of thing. I have there's like the things I already knew I had to do in the day, but I added on top of it. Like I added extra elements. I did some things a little more excessive to make it more interesting for the video. You can't really do what you do normally in life, because everyone does that. So where I draw my influence from is basically how their videos are edited. That's my biggest influence of theirs. Not so much what they're doing in the video, but that is still a big influence. Especially with Logan Paul's vlogs from his 2018 to 2020 stunt, I think, of vlogs. I think that was the timeline. Those are really influential on me, because I can binge those so easily. Those are the kind of videos I would want to make. I'm just not that comfortable in front of a camera yet, which is why these rants don't have a camera, because I think I'd get a little awkward in front of them. While as opposed to being a voice, I am basically my free self. But what I do draw influence is like how to set up a segment in a video, or how he transitions from segment to segment, or like how you can make something really simple into something really entertaining. And there are some things I've tried that are direct rip-offs of his stuff. And it's really hard. I gotta be honest, it's really hard. I don't know how to make it as engaging. I'm also a lot more static in front of a camera. He's so expressive. I don't know how to be that. I don't really have that confidence yet. I think I'll get there. No doubt. with some more time. So my focus has kind of switched from those more produced elements to just being more freeform myself. And that's kind of helped me get more comfortable in front of the camera, just kind of flex my muscles a bit before I start knocking back into things the way I am influenced by them. And even when I am influenced by them, it's still my own take, and it's very different. Like, I'm not going to copy the editor of Logan Paul, like, point for point, because that's not the way I necessarily edit. I can definitely have influence from elements, like I said, the way he transitions between segments, but I don't think it's gonna be a direct copy, and it isn't already. So obviously, with more time comes more change, and I'm gonna find my own swing on things that works for me and works for the people that watch them. So, yeah, it's hard because, listen, I don't, and so I'm gonna just a quick transitional moment here, but now I'm gonna talk about me and how I expect myself to break into the industry, basically, or break into things. So, unfortunately, when I'm watching someone like Mike Malak, I get a lot of entertainment. It's like brain off type entertainment. And I'm going to be honest, my life is boring as fuck. I don't do anything interesting. I'm inside most of the day. Today I haven't seen sunlight. Yesterday I didn't go outside. The day before that I haven't gone outside. I don't do anything. When Mike Malak, because of that, like, the reason I don't do anything is because I'm coming up with the idea. I'm editing. I also have work on the side. I have to clean up the apartment. I have to do these interviews for a job I'm interviewing for, and then I have to do my personal work for other people as well. Like, I just don't have the time to do anything that interesting. And when I do find the time, it's like, it's what I already had on my list of things I needed to do anyways, just for my life. And I'm trying to make it interesting. So it's hard. I'm not going to Greece like he just uploaded a Greece video. I don't have Greece or someone recording for me or I don't even have the personality necessarily to be that engaging on camera. So there's just a lot of ways I have to make up for it, and how I expect myself to become or break in is my biggest strength is definitely my editing. There's no doubt about that. Like, I shine the brightest through the editing. If you guys watch a lot of these clips I put in these videos before I edit them, they're so fucking boring. And a lot of the funniest moments are not from me. They're from my friends. My friends are the most valuable part of my channel at the moment. They provide the most entertainment. Giancarlo is a great example. He's in so many of my videos just because he's just so entertaining to watch. As opposed to me, it's just, I come off so forced and unnatural in front of the camera. It's like a mental block I just can't really get over at the moment. I think I'll warm up to it, but I need to shake off any form of pressure I have on myself to do something and just do it the way I want to do it. But yeah, the way I expect myself to break in is start small. I look at someone like David Dobrik. I know things were so different when he first started, like 6 years ago. But he really started kind of similar off to me. He was just in an apartment with his friends fucking around, and it kind of blew off from there. I'm not expecting mine to blow up because a lot of people are doing that right now. Like, so everyone's a content creator, man. Everyone's a content creator. Now, the thing right now that I do slightly differently from a lot of no-name content creators, I call them, is just the quality and the value. Not the value, but the quality. My quality is a lot higher. That doesn't mean it's better, because I don't think, when I look at some TikToks, like, they're so fucking funny, man. They're so funny, and the quality isn't even that good, but they're just the way they execute them and the jokes are so funny, as opposed to mine, where it's very much me and my friends kind of humor, and if you don't really understand that humor, it can be uninteresting. And sometimes I think another problem I'm having right now is just I think I might be doing too much in videos. My August video, as funny as it is, I think it's my best one so far. But I'm imagining watching this video. Oh shit, it has 44 views. Damn. Wait. Oh, I got 13 subscribers. Let's go. That's unreal. Hold on. I get so excited. Patience is a virtue. Miscount. That's funny. What the fuck was I saying? Who commented that? Hey, Mary Ellen. Shout out Mary Ellen Donatelli. Day one OG friend right there. Go way back. What was I saying? Thanks for the subscription, by the way. No. Fuck. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. So, I think it's my best video, the 2022 August video, but I'm looking at this from an outsider's perspective, and I don't know how engaging it would be. Like, would I really know what the fuck's going on? I know what's going on because I edited it, and my friend laughs at it because he's in it and it's funny, but is it really engaging for someone that doesn't know anything about me? I don't know. So, it's hard to say for sure, but damn, bro, I'm getting views. What the fuck was I talking about? Yeah, like, I don't know how engaging it would be for someone on the outsider's perspective to watch this. Like, the biggest key to growing is building a connection with your friends. You have to make them feel like they're a part of the friend group. Do you get that from my videos? That's the hardest question for me to answer right now because I am the one making them. I have that connection with everyone already. You see the connection I have with these people from my perspective. I'm the one holding the camera. I'm the one, you know what I mean? Like, I'm editing it. It's my perspective. But do you get that connection? I honestly have no idea. Maybe not. It's hard to say for sure. I really don't know. I used to spend my nights out in Barbara. Sorry, got distracted there. I don't know, man. Like, it's hard for me to say. And another thing that I'm getting better at, actually something I have been getting better at, I've started marking down the days I need to get videos done by, is a timeline for my videos and a schedule. I want to aim for one a week, but fuck. With work and school coming up, I don't know if I can do one a week. I don't know if I told myself as long as I can get 2 videos done a month, I'd be happy. But I don't know if I would be happy. I don't know if I would be happy, to be honest. Because let's think about it. Here's a breakdown of my calendar right now, okay? So today is the 4th. And all I have on the calendar is to clean the apartment. So I got that done. That's fine. Tomorrow I have work from 7 to 11. And then besides that, nothing. So that's not bad. Day after school, Wednesday school, Thursday school and work, Friday school and work, Saturdays when I want to get a video done, but I have work at 7 to 11, then Sunday, clean the apartment. Every Sunday I want to clean the apartment is my goal. I might not actually happen, but Monday I'm free, Tuesday school, Wednesday school, Thursday school, Friday school, then Saturday I want to try and get this family video I'm making done. I also have a lot of unused footage I want to make videos with just as kind of a placeholder. But that's what I'm scared of, is making those unused footage type videos a lesser quality than what I usually make, and then that's gonna have a big impact on my channel, right? So I don't know. I think I got over it. I saw it on my wrist. I don't know. Honestly, this is the thing when starting. There isn't really a right way to do things. There isn't really a right way to do things. There's ways you can help yourself get to where you want to be faster, but there isn't a right way to do it, and you don't know what's going to work for sure. Anything can blow up, anything can flop. That's especially on TikTok. TikTok is one of the weirdest fucking things. It's so easy to blow up, but it's also so difficult because it makes no fucking sense. Like, yeah, okay, maybe I can do a thirst trap. Maybe that'll actually blow me up. You know what? I might do a thirst trap. Honestly, fuck it. Just to get to where I want. No, I'm not going to do thirst traps. That'd be so fucking stupid. Anyways. Yeah, so my own channel, it's tricky. It's really tricky to grow on YouTube. But you know what? I'm starting my numbers. I'm really happy with my numbers. Like, okay, listen, hear me out. To start off a month ago and be pulling in like 60, 80 views average, bro, that ain't bad. Who is watching my videos? That's what I want to know. Like, who the fuck is actually watching these videos? Because God knows I am not that interesting for people to be watching them all the way through. I have no blame on people to watch them all the way through. Also, another thing. One thing, so I keep a spreadsheet of numbers and just like retention rate and stuff like that. My goal is just to see that number go up. That's my biggest goal, is to see retention keep going up. And one of my notes, so I have notes based on the data I'm seeing. My retention rate on my Montreal video, which is my longest video by far at 8 minutes and 31 seconds, is my least engaging videos, I should say, for my audience. Not in the sense like they're commenting, liking, and stuff like that, but they're just not staying for the whole video. And I think anything above 8 minutes, even seeing 8 minutes on the dot, is a lot to ask from someone. 8 minutes, you could do quite a bit. Someone could do quite a bit in their day with 8 minutes. So I'm going to keep that down. Like 519 is a great number. 422, fantastic. 440, golden number. Because of David Dobrik. 608's not bad either. It's just seeing anything I think 7's like the threshold. 7 minutes and you're golden. Anything above that, it's like, I don't know. 7:30 might not be bad. 8:30 is not acceptable. That's just way too long. But that was also, I just had so much good footage. It's so much good footage I need to put in there. I honestly, that's one of those things. Something that's really hard, and I'm learning the hardest way possible, is kill your darlings. Teach you it in film school. Shout out to film school. The only thing they taught me that was valuable: kill your darlings. You might have something you really like, but does it work for the overall project? I don't know. It doesn't really benefit it, so just cut it. You got to get rid of it. Maybe you could find a way to fit it in another video, but it's the way it works, man. Every decision you make on this fucking app is crucial. And there's actually, and going to another topic of new and upcoming YouTubers that are just starting. I've been kind of purposely filling my recommended with only other vlog channels to get those lesser viewed vlog channels in my feed and see what they're doing differently, or seeing what they're doing to grow. There's one guy in specific, Brendan Milchich. Now, oh my God, he just went up again today. So last time I checked, which was 3 days ago, he had 39K. Now he's at 40.4K. So this guy's growing like crazy. He had, oh my God, 1 month ago, 83K. Yeah, he's getting like 50K a video, which is insane. Which is fucking insane. And I'm really happy for him because his videos are genuinely funny. Like, they're really good. But, and a big but, he's not exactly like Danny Duncan, But that's the kind of vlogs he's going for. Danny Duncan type vlogs. Now, the difference is Danny Duncan likes to go into the 12 to 16 minute type of videos. The difference with this guy is he's going like 8 minutes, which is really smart. Sometimes he does have 10, but I'm so much more inclined to watch, and I do watch him over Danny Duncan because it's kind of like the same idea, but just shorter form. Now, Danny Duncan is irreplaceable. He's the starter of his style of vlogs. So back to my point of mimic. Okay. Sorry, I just saw one of the titles and it's really funny. Back to the start of mimicking your inspirations and your idols. It's only going to get you so far. This guy, he's seeing a lot of growth. He is actually pretty funny. Like, his shit's hilarious. He has way more balls than I do. Like, I could never do some of the shit he does, but it's kind of what you kind of need to be ballsy when you're making videos that you want to blow up, or else you're going to kind of be stuck in, yeah, wow. Okay, so he went from, he started a year ago, so, he's putting in the work, and he's getting the following. I'm not going to lie. He's killing it. So he went from 9.6K this first video to getting like 10 to 14K per video up until half a year ago, when he got to 14 to 25K threshold. And now he's hitting, this is insane, he's hitting the 83K threshold. Wow. Good for him, man. He figured it out. I don't know how he did it, but he did. He did indeed figure it out. Good for him. Yeah, so like, again, I'm expecting, so here's what I'm expecting. My first big surgence of interest, which is not going to be anything massive, but I'm expecting a little bit more following, is there's multiple things I have to do to get more interest. The first thing, make better titles. As much as I really want to stick to these one word all caps titles, because I love it. I just love how clean it is on my timeline. It's not engaging. Nobody is clicking on that. I'm seeing my impressions. I'm getting a lot of impressions. Look, I got 265, 205, 355, and 167 on my first 4 videos. And only 10% are click-through rates because my title sucks ass. My thumbnail is even worse. Now, I started my first 3 videos with, I kind of like these thumbnails. It's me in the center or the side and whatever I'm doing at that time. Like Florida, you can see, in Florida, you can clearly see I'm on vacation. I'm on a boat. There's palm trees in the back. 22 June, it's me in my room. That I kind of like as my first thumbnail just because it's like such a, here's the beginning. I'm in my room. This is where it started kind of thumbnail. So I kind of like that. Golf, me on a golf course with a golf club, holding it the complete wrong way, but whatever. Then I kind of tried to do a little bit more, and it kind of worked. Or my 2022 July, I have a thumbnail of me and my friends, because that's pretty much what the video's about. Now, originally, the titles for the monthly videos were 2022 July, and then it would be like a proper title, or 2022 June, proper title. It seemed like the change in thumbnail worked. Actually, what was my... yeah, so it did. So, this is what's interesting. I switched the thumbnail, and the title was still ass. But I switched the thumbnail, and my impressions to click-through rate increased by 8.8% from 11.6 from the last video, which was golf, I believe. Yeah, golf, to 20.4% for the July video, which is kind of insane. Now, my retention rate went down a bit, which I was a little bummed about, but overall, it is still up from the original first video I made. So, it's kind of interesting how much influence a title and thumbnail has. And as soon as I make those changes, I make better thumbnails and better titles, I think I'll get more engagement. That'll be my first kind of surge of slightly new viewers. I'm expecting maybe like 10 to 20 more viewers, maybe, or at least 10 to 20 more clicks. But here's the problem. I don't want to do the thumbnail shit. I don't want to do the what's it called? Title shit. Like, I don't like that. That's just not my style. I like keeping it clean. And here's the problem. When I go on different people's channels, I don't know what to click on. Because it's not clean, it's not concise. The difference between what my channel is and what I want it to become compared to someone like the Brandon Milchik guy I was talking about, is he is video by video. He doesn't really care if you watch his videos as if it's like kind of a home video type of just a life encapsulating channel. He's video by video. He's just trying to get the next click. And that is a great way to grow fast. But I am more interested in making things a bit of a time capsule. That's basically the goal for this channel. It's like my journal, in the sense that it updates people on my life, more specifically just for myself. And everything's titled, so where if you want to watch what happened when I was in Montreal per se, you find the video Montreal, it's right there. You don't have to look for "you won't believe what happened" and find the right video out of the 20 titles that use that to find where Montreal is. That's the difference. Now, thumbnails I could still definitely do. I'm just really stubborn about giving up those titles. So that's my biggest hesitation. I also don't like the clickbait shit. It just bothers me. I don't know. I know it's something you pretty much have to do. I was watching Colin and Samir, their show they were talking with Mr. Beast, and they're touching on Emma Chamberlain's channel and how it's the perfect switch up for her to go from these one-word titles and simple thumbnails. But if you're not her, you can't pull that. And I'm just comfortable doing it like this. But like they said, I don't have the presence to really do this in a sustainable way that's going to grow things, you know? Yeah, it's rough. It's hard to know what's going to grow the channel, but look, at the same time, what the difference now is, maybe I'm sure this happens to every channel, but every time I get a view on one video, all my other videos go up too, because people are clicking on them. I think because of the format I have, the time capsule type format I have going on. So in a way that benefits me. I think if I and this goes back to not riding the wave. I don't know if it's smart for me to change the way I do it now, because I am kind of starting something new here. And if it picks up, if it blows up, and it very well could blow up with me not having to do the clickbait shit. Like, if it picks up, then I have something new, and I've started my own thing. Like I'm the originator of this idea, and this is a wave I have the control over, and I can ride it to the highest fucking sun and whatever it is. Like, this is my product. That's how you blow up big. That's how you get to the elite level of the round Mount Rushmore of YouTubers. You got to make your own idea, and you have to be confident in it because it's a good idea. And I am confident in it. I know I'm making great stuff. I just don't know how to get to exposure to it. I don't know how to get exposure to it. And I know it's not going to happen right away, not even remotely. But is the right way to do it to abuse thumbnails and titles? I don't want to do that personally, but I might have to. We're gonna see what happens. I'm going to keep trying. Now the problem is, here's another problem I ran into with these one-word titles. I'm sorry this is such a long rant, but that's exactly what it is supposed to be, a rant. When I am making other videos, like, it's so easy for me to title these Montreal, Golf, Florida for my non-monthly videos right now, because that's exactly what it is. It's Montreal, it's the guys playing golf, and it's Florida. But as soon as I do, like, the video I'm making right now, how do I title it with one word? Because it's not the title I have in my sheets, with the ideas I have. Like, I write down the title first and foremost, and then I come up with the structure of the video and what I'm expecting to have in it. The one I have, it's called, what's it called? Hold on, let me find the exact. So it's called. This is such a funny. I think this is such a stupid ass title, but it's kind of the humor me and my cousin and her friends have. Since y'all always ask me what. Oh, hold the fuck. Since y'all always ask me what I could possibly be doing. That's the title. Since y'all always ask me what I could possibly be doing. That is the title, and it's basically me. This video is more so for my friends, just so I can get them to shut the fuck up about what I'm doing. But it's because my friends always ask me whenever I'm busy. They're like, yo, what could you possibly be doing? And now this video is going to be like, this is literally what I do when I'm not with you guys. It's going to be partially jokes. It's going to be partially like what I'm actually doing. It's going to be a nice little mix. But anyways, that's the problem. Like, what would I title that in one word? I can't even think of one. Like, it would be maybe. Now, most videos I can come up with one word. I have a couple of ideas I'm not gonna say, just because I know there's some there's some evil people out there that will steal ideas. This book I have here of all these ideas. Most of the video ideas I have are one-word titles. I'll give one example. Bored. And I'm sure you can imagine. I actually put some of these. I put second titles in case I want to switch up to normal titling formats of YouTube, which I might or might not do. But it's, or what we finna get into. So it's hard. I don't really know what to call these. Like, what would I call that? Since y'all be asking what I always be doing. Doing? Is that what I call it? Doing? Or chores, maybe? Because that's basically what the fucking video is. It's just me doing chores. Or should I do life? Well, that's not a bad one, actually. I can also title it For My Friends. You know what? That's not a bad title. It definitely takes away from the one word, but it still sticks to the short title. We'll see. I don't really know yet, but all I know is as soon as I think thumbnails is something I have to work more on. And another problem is that when you're looking at my videos at a glance, you don't really like, it's easy to tell, for example, this Brandon Milchich guy I'll keep going back to. When you look at his thumbnails and titles, it's obvious what kind of videos you're getting yourself into. The quality of the videos. It's indicative of the niche he's going for. As opposed to me, when you look at my channel, you don't know the kind of videos you're going to get yourself into. And it's not really consistent yet. So, I think my first 4 thumbnails are good. The Montreal thumbnail sucks. That one I don't like, but I literally could not think of a better thumbnail to put. But I just don't think I'm gonna try. Like, what do I do? I need someone else's input on this, honestly. What do I do? Do I do the clickbait shit, or do I stick to my guns and do what I'm comfortable with? I think comfort naturally comes with a more loyal fan base, but it's going to be a slower form of growth. Am I willing to sacrifice growth for being myself? I think so, yeah. I think so. I think that's more authentic. That's like, people like authenticity. I think that's better, no? I don't know. Do not know. I do not know. Yeah, I don't really know. I'd have to, honestly, I'll probably ask David these questions when he gets back. He's pretty much my outside perspective talking inward. But it's hard because he also has his own taste in videos that aren't at all what I'm trying to go for. I think he understands it. He's just not. That's not in any way to discredit his opinion, because he has great opinions. Like, a lot of the times I'll ask should I cut this or should I not add this in? And he'll be like, nah, man, it's not, like, it's slightly funny, but it doesn't build up to anything that's just worth putting in the video. I'm like, true. If only you guys saw the amount of shit I do for these stupid ass videos. But I love it. I absolutely love every second of making them. But yeah, a couple things I need to get over for my own sake is get comfortable in front of the camera, have more balls, don't be afraid to put yourself out there, make more engaging titles and thumbnails, possibly, definitely more engaging thumbnails, and leverage the other apps you have as a means to grow. So something I'm struggling with as well is leveraging TikTok and Instagram specifically. I haven't delved into YouTube Shorts, but to leverage those apps as a means to blow up my videos or grow my videos faster. Now, Instagram has been actually working decently well. It's actually gotten some unknown viewers, basically viewers that I'm not affiliated with, or none of the people I know are affiliated with, to click on some of my videos, which is pretty interesting. And they've also liked some of my content, which is pretty fascinating. But I don't know. Basically, my plan before I started this channel, my plan was I have the perfect solution for, like, advertising, right? I make a video and I make a short form 30-second video to upload onto, like, TikTok and Instagram to promote the videos. And it's the 30-second videos are extremely fast paced and extremely engaging. They hold your attention pretty well, I'd say. So that's like a surefire shot at growing the channel. And it kind of works, but there's a couple problems with it. The first problem is the fact that they spoil most of the video. At least my early ones. For example, my June and Florida one spoiled the entire video. literally the entire thing. They're actually better than the actual video themselves. Somehow I made 6 minutes into 30 seconds more entertaining. As opposed to July, I think July was done well. I think the Montreal one was done well. In August, I'm actually not really proud of the August one I made. I think it's kind of like really poorly made, just so stupid. It just doesn't sell the video at all. And they don't. So basically, it's 30 seconds of the video, maybe less, maybe a little bit more, and then at the end it says full video on YouTube. Now, the problem is, one, well, like I said, it's supposed to be video. Two, people don't really understand what the fuck the point of it is. Like, especially if I were to watch it, I'd be like, okay, that was interesting. What the fuck was that? But another thing is that people don't know where to go to find the videos. I say full video on YouTube. Where do I find it? Now, I thought maybe people would go to my bio and find the link, but you got to keep it really simple for people. Like, people, if you're asking them to do extra work, you're wasting their time. So you have to provide the link for them. And doing now what I've been doing, which has kind of worked, is posting the video I make on my story on Instagram and putting the link to that in with the story. Now, unfortunately, on TikTok, I know they have stories, but nobody's gonna watch my story, and nobody can watch it unless they follow me. But yeah, no, people aren't going to. On TikTok, it's harder. You have to actually go on my page. Like, there's nothing I could do about that. But what I should be doing with these videos, I think now, after kind of testing the waters for a bit, is find the funniest clip from a certain video and make that the trailer. I designate more time and give more context to one specific moment that's really funny or really engaging or really entertaining, and I sell that as the video. That sets up the expectation for people to click on the video instead of throwing so much information at them all at once. Like, oh, here's me in Florida. Here's me on the boat. Here's me talking to Christina. Here's me in the beach. It's like, whoa. What the fuck just happened? Like, I didn't get any of that on context. That was way too quick. So I think, yeah, finding the best clip and pitching that as the trailer for the video, basically, is the best way to do it. Now, I have gotten good responses from people. People have messaged me privately, which I really appreciate, saying your videos are so well edited. That's the one thing I see the most, is they're well edited. So what that tells me is the editing's fine and the way I'm editing them is good, but maybe the material in it isn't as engaging. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure. But regardless, I take that as great news. I think that means I'm headed in the right direction. So yeah. Wow, I really enjoy ranting like this. This is a lot of fun. I could definitely keep this up. This is so much. Having this mic in front of my face is just providing me so much entertainment. Nobody, who the fuck's actually gonna watch these? I don't care about that, to be honest, but I just kind of want to make them. Definitely not putting them on my Nicholas Ambrosio channel. I'm gonna have to make a new channel for these, but yeah, I don't want to stop talking. I'm not one to talk that much, but give me a mic and put me in a room by myself. Oh, buddy, everything's getting thrown on the table. Yeah, I'm sorry this is so scattered and so heavy loaded. It's just exactly what my brain does. This is literally word for word what goes on in my brain. just with less stutters and stupid moments. But yeah, this is exactly what I think about. I think honestly it's a good insight. I think these rants are pretty good insight, especially this one that I'm doing right now is a great insight on anyone that's trying to start and getting the perspective of someone else that's trying to start and see what they're thinking of, and maybe they have an opinion that though someone else didn't or the one watching didn't. I think this is great. Like, if I would definitely watch this or listen to this. Not the whole thing, maybe because I suck at speaking, but I think this is great. This is good. This is healthy for me. This is my way to talk about what I feel like I should talk about or I need to talk about. But yeah, that's YouTube pretty much. And with that said, those are pretty much things I need to improve with my channel, the steps I want to make, and the lessons I'm learning from other creators that I follow. So, honestly, guys, it's been a great chat. I wish you all the best. Have a healthy, proactive, and productive weekend, and I love you all. Ciao.